Oh. I didn't know I had to. Oh, no. Bonjour tout le monde. Oh, I'm so silly. Anyway, I was talking for about a minute and then told Liam that I couldn't see myself on screen. It's because I didn't press the start button. So, bonjour tout le monde. Bonjour Bruce. And welcome to the French Club. Bonjour à vous tous. Bonjour Splits et Purple. Bonjour à tout le monde. Now, today is a special open live where we are going to do an exercise that is a little hard. But don't despair. Bonjour. Sorry, I cannot see for the life of me. Sri Priya, bonjour, and 17 months a member at Learn French with Alexa, the YouTube channel. As you know, as well as being a subscriber, you can become a member where you buy different perks to access different things. For example, this is an open live, but I often do a closed live, which is exclusive to my members and the clients I have at Learn French with Alexa, the channel. Bonjour Elvo, bonjour à tout le monde, bonjour. I like to learn, but to conjugate for even now, it's still very difficult. I understand that, the difficulty of conjugation. As a matter of fact, don't we have produced a book on conjugation and why it matters and all the main conjugation and how to conjugate them. If that makes sense. We have this book available, I believe, on Amazon. We have this book available on our website, I think, as well. And here on the spring, the merchandise as well, which I think it's amazing. It's a book that we've worked on for a long time with my content creators. Bonjour, how are you, Alexa? I am Seymoon. Bonjour, Seymoon. Bonjour. And by the way, we have 1,000 members on our channel, YouTube. I know it may not seem a lot, but it's a lot, believe me, for YouTube, having 1,000 paying members, so it's a lot. And 2 million subscribers on YouTube. We are short of 3,000 people, so we are nearly there. We're hoping to be there by this weekend, which is for us a big deal because we are in education. We are not, we don't play games or video games. We are not doing makeup. All we do is educate people on French, and that's pretty awesome. Ça fait longtemps, Alexa. Vous n'apparaissez pas souvent en direct. Wosu Emmanuel, I am quite a lot. Next week I am live, but exclusive to my members. So I am live. So keep going, through the website and see when I am live. I'm now a member of Live Lesson and I want to know things that I can access on your YouTube videos. Glory, it depends what degree of the perks you have on my website, okay? So what I want to do today is concentrate on an exercise that you have during the TEF exam. Now, the TEF exam is quite difficult, and we are going to do a reading comprehension. You've got to answer these questions pretty quickly, and if you're not familiar with what's included in the TEF and why people take the TEF exam, please have a look at the blogs that we have written on my website on why people take the TEF exam and why they aim at a high mark for the TEF. It's all about being able to work in Canada and countries where they require a certain level of French. Okay. Bonjour tout le monde. Superb. So we've got a lot of people watching, and if this lesson becomes too difficult, please let me know and I will stop. Actually, I would just stop and answer your questions because, hey, it's Christmas nearly, and look at the beautiful, my people, especially Agnes, my young intern, has decorated this set for us, and that's very cute. So Bonjour à l'Inde, bonjour à tout le monde. Okay, here we go. I'm going to read a text to you. And after that, I'm going to show you 2 questions. Please don't answer the questions yet. And I know some of you may be of higher level. Some of you may have no level, B1 or C1 like is expected of you here, okay? Or maybe B2. Now, it's a very corporate letter that we are going to read, so it's a little boring for me because I'm not a corporate person. So even when reading it, I thought, I'm not sure I want to do that. But I've got to, because I've got to show you what the TEF exam looks like, and it's going to be useful for whoever watches that is taken an exam, okay? Thank you. I love your French lesson. Thank you. How do I connect for your live lesson? Celia, you connect in 2 ways. For the exclusive material, it's either via the memberships on YouTube or becoming we're buying the course at Learn French with Alexa. And as a matter of fact, there is a 30% off at Learn French with Alexa on all the courses. And here, I'm plugging it now. There. Yes, prompted. Plugged it. 30% off. And we're running a campaign all week, and you can get all the courses for up to 30% off. And that's me done. Okay, so here we go. Matt, Alexa, je suis jamais réveillée pour les cours en direct. Je suis très content maintenant. Oh, Matt, ben moi aussi, je suis content que tu sois là avec nous. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, make myself small. And then what we are going to do is read this text and read the 2 questions. I will show you what it looks like a bit more because I'm going to write on the screen as well. Okay, so I'm going to enlarge it. Can we enlarge it? Does that work if I enlarge it a bit? Because it's a bit small. On the left?
Yeah.
No. Here?
Yeah, you're cutting the left off.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, how is it now? Okay. Okay. Let's bring it back to normal then.
You can zoom in a little bit, but it's just
Okay. So here we go. This is a letter sent to someone. Now you've got to understand that within the TEF exam, it has different topics. This topic is of the entreprise section of corporate, business letter. So it's the kind of letter you would receive if you lived in a French-speaking country, probably asking you to do something. But try to find out what it is that this letter is asking you to do. So here we go. Cher Monsieur Dupont, nous n'avons toujours pas reçu le paiement des factures 8633 et 8634 qui couvrent les mois de juillet et août 2024, malgré les nombreux courriers de relance envoyés par notre service de régularisation. En conséquence, nous sommes dans l'obligation de suspendre votre compte Internet avec effet immédiat. Toutefois, afin de faciliter le règlement de vos impayés, nous vous proposons de convenir ensemble d'un échelonnement de la dette. Veuillez vous rapprocher de notre équipe dans les plus brefs délais pour discuter des modalités de paiement en vue de la réactivation de votre ligne. I mean, seriously, if I receive this kind of letter, I would think, no, I can't. But hey, this is what happens in the TEF exam. You've got to know how to answer these questions. So I'm going to show you these questions, okay? We are going to read the text again because, well, that's heavy. We've got to read it again. We are going to answer these 2 questions. When you have to answer these questions, during the exam, you've got to be so fast because there's lots of questions in for 40 minutes or 50 minutes. You've got to answer those questions super fast. So you've got to read extremely fast and find clues within the text in order to answer these questions. There are 2. Basically, you've got to answer 2. You've got to read these 4 possibilities, and for question 1, choose 1. For question 2, choose 1. Okay? And that's the way it works. Now, here are the questions. Question 1. La société Internet propose aux clients A. d'effacer ses dettes. B, de régler ses factures de l'été. C, de mettre en place un échéancier de paiement. D, de régler les impayés en été. Okay, so la société meaning l'entreprise. Okay, la société. So I'm going to go like this. C'est une société internet. So we know just by the question, the text is all about an internet company, an internet business. Okay, so what do they offer or propose to the client? Okay, now let's have a look at question 2. We're going to go back to the text in a minute. Question 2. Le détenteur du compte. Now you've got to understand what is le détenteur. Okay, du compte est invité à A. Prendre contact avec l'entreprise. B. Poursuivre son contrat sans interruption. C. Fermer son compte. D. Changer de contrat. Okay? So here again, we've got le détenteur. This détenteur has been invited to do what? A. Prendre contact avec l'entreprise. Poursuivre son contrat sans interruption, fermer son compte et changer de contrat. We don't know yet because we need to read the text again. So here's the text in like more better, like you can read it better, I think, this way. Okay, so we are going to read the text, okay, and then we will go through the answer with you guys. Quelle est l'heure? Commencer le cours à demain. Innocent, demain, il n'y a pas cours. Are you talking about the master classes? No, they are over. Are you talking about the next week's live? It's an exclusive live, 12:30 British time. Personne qui ne paie pas. Junid, absolutely. It's about a company asking for someone who is not paying a facture. And do you know what a facture is? Here's the facture. Now the facture is a bill, isn't it? The facture is an invoice. Okay, that's what the facture is. Okay, so we know that here it's about a client who hasn't paid their bills. Okay, well done, Junaid. Thank you for that. Can I watch the live after it is finished? Read it? Absolutely. You can. Très bien. Indianapolis, this is great. Bonjour à l'Indianapolis. Do you have private fast classes? Love your channel. We do, Rehan, we have master classes. And please watch out for this space. They're started in January where you have different levels, level 1 to 5, and you've got intensive classes as well offered by our company, Learn French with Alexa, with our awesome teachers. Here we go. Bon après-midi, je suis Valence, je viens du Rwanda. Tu es bonne? Merci, et Valence, et bonjour au Rwanda. Ok, so here we go. Nous n'avons toujours pas reçu le paiement des factures. Can you read the numbers? 8634, et 8634, qui couvrent les mois de juillet et août 2024, malgré le nombreux courriers de relance envoyés par notre service de régulation. Ok, this is obvious that what's happening is that this company writing, I'm going to put, that's better. Ne pas, when you spot these two words in a sentence, means don't or a negation. Nous n'avons pas. We have not. We have not what? Reçu. Okay, so what do you think reçu is? This is the past participle of very highly irregular verb, okay? And you must know your irregular verbs and you must know their past participles because they need to be learned by heart. You can't just guess what they are. So reçu is the verb recevoir, to receive, okay? So we have not. So here's the passé composé. We've got the auxiliary have and the past participle reçu. Nous n'avons pas reçu. Yeah, Amrita. Well done. Nous n'avons toujours pas. We still haven't received the payment of the facture, which are the invoice. 8633, 34. The facture of which month? Les mois de juillet et août. Can you tell me which month the invoice has not been paid for? Juillet et août. So I'm just waiting for a second. You're going to answer that. Juillet et août. What month is juillet et août? Par hasard. And July and August. Well done. So we've got July and August. Okay, these are the invoice that have not that have not been covered yet or paid. Okay, so we've got this. Okay, we've got this. So what's going to happen to the rest of the text and the question? We're going to go back to the question. Question 1. La société Internet propose aux clients d'effacer ses dettes. So that's 1. So this internet business is proposing to the client to do what? Effacer ses dettes. Now, using the common sense, okay, and not having even read the text, I can only assume that this is not going to work. So, effacer means what? Effacer. Now, par exemple, j'efface la craie sur le tableau, par exemple. Effacer. To anybody? Secondary meaning of toujours, still, absolutely. Toujours means always as well. But in that, it means still. Par exemple, tu n'as toujours pas rendu visite à tes parents. You still haven't visited your parents. Tu n'as toujours pas rendu visite à tes parents. Now, to erase, Emmanuel, Junaid, to erase is effacer. Erase. Okay. So this building is proposing to the client to erase its debts. Is it likely to be the right answer? Now, let's have a look at the text again. Let's have a look and carry on. Okay, so here we have all of that you haven't been paying since July. Okay, so malgré, despite, okay, all these emails that we have given you and sent, envoyé, we still have not received the payment. So, what has the company decided to do? En conséquence, consequently, okay, en conséquence. So here we've got the adverb en conséquence. Nous sommes dans l'obligation de suspendre votre compte Internet avec effet immédiat. Now, what do you think that means here? En conséquence, nous sommes dans l'obligation. L'obligation. It comes from oblige. So, what do you think that means? En conséquence, nous sommes dans l'obligation de suspendre votre compte Internet. What is the business saying? What is the business saying? We have forced to, absolutely, obligated to do what? To suspend the account. Amrita, perfect. So, consequently to that, we're going to stop internet. We are going to stop to provide to you the internet. Okay? So, what is, and we still don't know what answer is the first question and second question. Okay, in this case, you have to read the whole text, I'm afraid. Okay, suspension is to suspend the internet. Donc, nous sommes dans l'obligation de suspendre votre compte internet avec effet immédiat, with immediate effect. Okay, so this sentence per se is not that hard, is it? All the words are pretty easy to understand. It's in the present tense. Nous sommes, we are. Nous sommes. We are in the obligation to suspend your account, internet account, with immediate effect. Okay, so what's going to happen? Because the questions 1 and 2 are all related to what's happening in the last part of that text. Toutefois. Okay, toutefois. Now, can you think of another synonym or another word to say toutefois? Can you think of another toutefois? Can you think of something else here that you could actually use as a connector to what's happening, the statement that was above that? Therefore, okay, ou cependant, absolutely. Cependant is however, okay. Therefore is good too. However, so you could have said cependant. In the meantime, okay, cependant, therefore, have it. That is exactly that. So, toutefois, cependant, okay? So, they're going to propose something, okay? Afin de faciliter le règlement de vos impayés, nous vous proposons, this is where it's important, de convenir ensemble d'un échelonnement de la dette. And that is where your answer is of the first question. So here we go. La société Internet propose aux clients A. D'effacer ses dettes, de régler ses factures de l'été, ok, de mettre en place un échéancier de paiement ou D. De régler les impayés en été. Okay. Okay, so what do you think is the answer to the first question, knowing that we've just read this statement? Toutefois, afin de faciliter le règlement de vos impayés, nous vous proposons de convenir ensemble d'un échelonnement de la dette. What do you think? Okay, so we have Lindy says C. Nevin, C. Junaid, C. Purdu, C. So, lower the payments, Purdu, okay? Fun and learning with BA, C. Okay, well, let's have a look. C is that. Mettre en place. Mettre is to put. To put in place an échéancier de paiement. Now, this is quite hard. Unless you know what an échéancier is, you won't probably know how to answer this question or find that it may not be the answer. But actually, if you get rid of A to start with, erase the debts. Okay? If you get rid of B, régler ses factures de l'été, so la société offers or propose to the clients to settle the invoices of the summer. So régler is to settle the invoices of the summer. Well, any company is not going to do that. We're not going to settle any invoices that has not been paid, okay? Because technically a business needs to make money. So that's not likely to be that. So régler les paiements. Règle means to the rule, okay, mais régler is to settle as well. And D is little bit the same as B. Régler les impayés en été, okay, to settle the unpaid invoices of the summer or in the summer, okay. It's not likely to be that. And by process of elimination, they want you to put in place a payment plan. That's what it means. So it's C, 100% C. Sinon, je pense que c'est C ou A. So Emmanuel, Wosu Emmanuel, it can't be A. Because at no point does it say that they want to erase all the debts of this client. Okay. Yes, Sunny Shorts, we can see that it's C, 100%. Okay. So C. Now let's have a look at why it is C. Because la société vous propose. So nous vous proposons. We propose to you. Can you see the vous is before the propose? Okay. Nous proposons à qui? Nous proposons à vous. Okay, so it's an indirect object pronoun here, vous. Nous vous proposons de convenir, okay, ensemble d'un échelonnement de la dette. So convenir meaning we are going to make a plan for you, okay, in your convenience, whatever. We need the money for the last 2 payments. So However we are going to do that together, ensemble. Ensemble, together, okay? And if you look at the word échelonnement, and I'm going to write it here, échelonnement. What do you see in that word? Échelonnement. In the word échelonnement, you have the word échelon. And échelon is used in what respect? You've used that in English. That's right. You use it in the military or ranking, don't you? Or police maybe, échelon? I don't know. And in English it is échelon. I've tried, I don't know what it is in English. But you can see the word, which means that it's a ranking, which means that an échelonnement is a process of spreading. It's a process of spreading the payment. So, échéancier and échelonnement is very much the same. And when you're going to do this, you're going to be watching out for synonymous, okay? So here, I'm going to get rid of that, okay? So you see clearer. Here we go. So, mettre en place un échéancier de payment. So basically, it's basically what you see in the text as in un échelonnement de la dette. So a lot of the time when you're going to read these texts, in the questions you're going to have synonymous. You're going to have sentences that actually mean the same as another sentence in the text, but of course it will be done differently. Okay, I cannot, for example, if you have in the text something is going slowly, so oui, parce que ça va trop lentement, for example. In the question, it could be something as pas assez rapide, not enough rapidity. Do you see what I mean? So they will use another way of forming the sentence, but yet it will mean exactly the same. That's what you need to watch out for when you do this exam. And you've got to do it fast. Now let's read the second question. Le détenteur du compte est invité à faire quoi? Now, what do you think le détenteur du compte is? So the first question was all about la société, as in the business, but le détenteur is what? Le détenteur du compte. Would it be too appropriate to use malheureusement instead of toutefois? Malheureusement? No, because that's two different things. Malheureusement is unfortunately. However, toutefois is however. So that would not be, you could not use malheureusement in that, okay? Because actually that letter is trying to make a plan in place, okay? So it's two different, it expresses two different ideas, okay? Malheureusement is unfortunately, and toutefois is however, two different things. So the owner, okay? Le détenteur is the owner, not the boss. Le détenteur is the one that détenir, to hold. So the holder of the account. Okay, so the owner of the account. And we are talking about the clients here. Okay. What do they have to do? A. Prendre contact avec l'entreprise, question mark. Poursuivre son contrat sans interruption. Fermer son compte ou changer de contrat. So, A, B, C ou D. Let's read the last sentence. This is what you are asked to do. So the company is asking the client to do. Veuillez vous rapprocher de notre équipe dans les plus brefs délais pour discuter des modalités de paiement en vue de la réactivation de votre ligne. It's heavy, isn't it? Oh. So what do you think? What do you think the letter is saying here to the client, to the détenteur du compte? Is it A, prendre contact avec l'entreprise, B, poursuivre son contrat sans interruption, C, fermer son compte ou D, changer de contrat? So we've got Amrita says not C or D. Very good. I like the way you are working, Amrita, by process of elimination. It can't be C. At any point do we say that we need to close the account. On the contrary, we are trying to find a way to carry on and have this relationship. Okay? And D, changer de contrat. At any point do we ask to change contract. Okay? So it is A. Okay, Sonny Short. Maureen, how much time would one spend on this question? Such a good question. Not long. I know we're spending 30 minutes on that, but in reality, you would not have much, Maureen. You would have maybe just the time to read the text. I would say max 3 to 4 minutes. That's what I would say. Because it goes in the way the reading comprehension of the TEF exam, especially, is changed now. But it goes in crescendo. That means the first questions are easier to get, out of the way, and then you've got more and more reading. So that is not even the longest passage that you will have during the exam. So that's why you've got to concentrate 50 questions in 60 minutes. So how?
So about a minute a question. So 2 minutes.
2 minutes. And
you need time to read.
Well, okay, so it's all about techniques at this point. Okay, you have time to read it. I would suggest that you read the question first and you know what it is you are looking at. It's about a société, so an entreprise, a business that is proposing something to the client. Okay, and then the second, it's about the owner that has been invited to do something. Okay, so we know that. And then it's all process of elimination. I mean, Maureen, it's a beautiful question you're asking. Because it just, anybody is going to watch that is going to think, oh, wow. Sonny Shorts, I'm 6th grader. Are you in year 6? Wow, well done for following this live. Because I tell you what, if it's hard for me to teach, it must be really hard for you to understand. I tell you, I didn't want to do that today. And I was like, no, you've got to do a TEF exercise. Okay, I'm going to do a TEF exercise. Anyway, so here we go. The answer is A. Prendre contact avec l'entreprise. Okay, let's have a look at which point is it written. Please call the business or call the entreprise. It's here. Veuillez vous rapprocher. Now, rapprocher means come closer, but it could have been veuillez appeler. Could you kindly call? And veuillez comes from vouloir. Que vous veuillez. I mean, how? It's to want. Would you kindly? Veuillez. Would you kindly come in contact with us or contact us? Okay. Notre équipe, our team. Équipe, like equipment, équipement, équipe, team. That's what it means. Dans les plus brefs délais, within the briefest of delay, meaning as soon as possible. Yeah? Les plus brefs délais. Again, this is business talk here. We wouldn't say that to someone. We would say, well, dépêche-toi, or do it aussitôt que possible, as soon as possible. We wouldn't necessarily say les plus brefs, dans les plus brefs délais. That's very professional, very corporate way of talking to each other. So, please come in contact with our team as soon as possible to discuss the modality of payment in view of reactivating your internet line, which makes me now think that they haven't closed the account. They have shut the internet, but they haven't closed the account. Okay, so changer de contrat, it's not mentioned. Fermer son compte, they are not saying to the client, please close your account. Okay. They are not either saying that they need to carry on without interruption their contract. They are just saying, please contact us. That's why. See? So easier to say, appelez-nous. Instead of veuillez blah 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 vous rapprocher de notre équipe dans les plus brefs délais. So this is the problem with the TEF. It's not a problem, but they are going to try to aim high. You know, the level at one point is high, and this may come as a bit of a well, it's quite simple. You've got 2 minutes. You can't understand this. Put it this way, you've got 1 out of 4 chances to get it right. So write something regardless during the exam. Can you post a video on like where to use indefinite and definite article if you have already posted? I don't know, so you link the video, and I'm pretty bad in that. Alors, I'm going to say, at the moment, we cover definite article, indefinite article in great length in the course. And we've got 30% off the course, which actually you take 1 month and it's not that expensive. And that's on all the course, and the GCSE course as well, and the TEF course as well, and the complete French course. And you can bundle them together. You can tell Comprehension French course that takes you from A1 to C levels, and you can bundle that with TEF, which is tough. TEF is tough. Okay, so, no, am I big now? Yeah. Makes myself small again. Okay. So here we go now. I'm going to show you. Okay, so these are the notes taken by my content creator. Question 1 is C. La bonne réponse est C, comme le prouve la phrase « Nous vous proposons de convenir ensemble d'un échelonnement de la dette ». Now remember, échelonnement de ce contexte is a procédé, c'est un procédé qui permet de payer ses factures en plusieurs fois. So here in England, I think we call it installment payment, by installments maybe, or payment plans, okay. I'm not sure in America what we call it now. Question 2, the answer is A, because the letter precise that veuillez vous rapprocher de notre équipe. Se rapprocher de, dans ce contexte, signifie établir un contact. So to establish a contact, we're inviting you to call us. Je n'ai vraiment pas compris tout le texte, mais je connais les réponses. Quel niveau suis-je? Junaid, actually, you know, if you were to understand the whole text, you would be C2, C1 level, like nearly fluent, okay? People that take the TEF exam are not nearly fluent, okay? And they are going to manage to answer this question like you did, Janet. I would say you are B1, probably, level. But the fact that you managed to answer the questions without understanding the full text is amazing, because that means you managed to pick the right word, the highlights. That's what it is, just highlight, you know, the right highlight. Do you know what? I don't want to do any more of this TEF. So I know Liam's looking. Oh, please don't say that.
That's the new exam.
That's the new exam. Okay, I'm going to do it. I don't like it.
The picture one's good.
I love the pictures one. And do you know what we should do? We should answer questions like open to all. Whatever question you have, I will answer. So that's it. If you have any questions on this, of course, we are open at support@Learn French with Alexa. You can call us and email us as well. And if you want to find out more about the special offer we have for Black Friday, again, just come to us if you want to know more before you buy, which I do that all the time. You know, I never buy something unless I know 100% what I'm buying. You can ask the question at support@Learn French with Alexa, because my people are quite amazing. They know the course inside out, and there is not one question they can't answer, basically. Je suis niveau A2, B1, et j'ai compris tout le texte. Oh, Wasu, Emmanuel, I'm so proud of you. Sweet. It was tough. The next one, très utile. Très utile. Merci, Maureen. The next live is for exclusive members, as in the little green people you see. Green people. I don't mean green people, the people that are highlighted in green. That's what I mean, green. And then, because they have access to the exclusive live, they are sent a special link. And all my clients at Learn French with Alexa. And there are access, and if you are a client at Learn French with Alexa, you have access to over 225 lives, I think. Oh my God, every time. Look.
I think it only recently went like that. It's okay.
So, what?
If you see your hair.
Yeah, my hair.
I think it only recently went like that. You're okay.
Yeah, okay, good. Thank you. Merci, Alexa, grâce à votre chaîne. If I pay for the online courses, do I have access to everything? Yeah, I have access to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos, access to hundreds, I think there's 1,000 guides, riddles, quizzes. Yeah. It's enormous. I mean, we have created this mastodon, this dinosaur, this huge thing of a website where you have access to so much for, let's be frank, not that much price-wise. I think, I personally think that we are reasonably priced. Anyway, and you have access to my live, and that's it. And the masterclasses as well. You don't have to be a paying customer to access masterclasses, but look at the website where the masterclasses are, as in group classes where you practice the oral exam. Oh, not oral exam, practice speaking. Tired. Bonjour. Is there a members only live today? No, Glory, not today. Next week. We've spread that one out. So next week at 12:30, members only. Okay. And I cannot remember what we are doing, but I'm sure we'll figure this one out. I'm sure it's prepared already. C'était un bon exercice. Merci beaucoup, Joe. Pam, patience. Salut. A picture's description. Oh, that's sweet. I like the picture's description. C'est toujours un plaisir à enseigner avec vous. Oh, Nevin, Junaid. Thank you. I'm going to go now, but I will see you soon. And remember, any questions you have, support at Learn French with Alexa. Okay, the best team, customer service team ever in the world. Well, it's quite a statement. And by the way, we have a rating of nearly 5 stars on Trustpilot because we're good.
You're the best customer service team in the world.
Yes.
True.
Yes, we have. Bonjour, ça fait longtemps. J'ai des examens samedi DELF à 2. Quel conseil avez-vous pour moi? Maru, if you have an exam, know the techniques. That's the only, it's a bit like the exam. Look at the TEF. What we've just done now. It's all about techniques of knowing exactly how the exam takes place and what to expect, what kind of questions. We do that with the TEF. We give you all types of questions you're going to have in the exam, and we tell you how to answer them, not knowing necessarily what the content is about, okay, but having clues of how to answer them. Ok, merci beaucoup. That's it for me. Bye bye. Au revoir. À bientôt. Bisous, bisous. Salut.